Hello. Welcome to the 2025 SRC District Blinky event. I think we have a pretty exciting event for you guys today.
Indeed.
It's going to be a bit of a medium-sized event. I think we have 17 players here. And because we're like 40 minutes behind, let's get the event off to a pretty quick start. The event bot seems to be hung. Oh, perfect. Some
There
place
it is. It's
for poll
summoning
matches
people.
1 and 2. There we go. And so let's just wait for our ref to get back to the studio. And then we'll be able to start these matches up.
Wait, you guys are in a studio?
Yeah, did you not get the email?
Bruh. They're gonna attach me to those things.
We'll see if we can get you in next week. Anyway, this first match we got here looks like it's going to be Lior event, Jeff 2718 and Jep 6559 versus Spin 602, Tyler 1334, and that's a long name and I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Let me. Oh, that's Taco.
That's Taco. Okay, perfect. I can say that.
Something about being on the toilet. I don't get it. I don't know why, but it's there.
Let's just say Taco for now.
That's what I was planning on doing. I should put names up
This,
on the screen. There we go.
that's probably a good idea. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. I know that Jeff is a seasoned veteran, knows how to play all the games pretty well. I imagine he'll be a threat coming into this event. Spin 602, I recognize the name of, and Tyler 1334.
Jeff's playing Chill Out. I'm excited.
Oh, nice. Spins on Chill Out as well with Taco and Tyler, both on Rust Hounds. And we're still waiting on 2 people for the Red Alliance.
And our ref. Don't forget our ref.
And our ref. How could I forget Logan?
I don't know. How could you forget Logan?
Oh, interesting. Spin doesn't know the 1778 tech. The Easy L4.
So Jep is actually my student, and his name is JP, but he has to be his Discord username. So there he is.
I am impressed by the situation he's got himself in.
He's not on team 6559, whoever they are. Now I'm curious. Sense. That team no longer exists, but it was in Bay City, Michigan.
We're waiting on one more player to get in. Looks like Liorvent. Is he in the...
He's in the VC.
He is in the VC.
Someone restarted.
Someone waving the camera.
Someone restarted in server 2. That's why it made a noise. Whoopsie.
That makes sense.
I have returned.
I returned.
Okie dokie.
Wait, does that mean that these aren't in tournament mode? They're able to restart.
That's fine. They can restart.
No, they can.
It won't be an actual match, though, until everyone readies up or an admin actually starts it.
Yeah. Restarting is normal. They should be able to do that.
Okay, cool. Looks like we have all 6 players in the server. We got our ref here. Looks like we're ready to start our
Perfect.
first match.
Let me just make sure I'm actually starting the correct one. Who's in the first match? Can you... Just one of
Leorvent,
the
Jep,
people?
and Jeff versus Spin, Tyler, and Taco.
Not the one that I was gonna do. All right, let's get this underway.
And we have our first match of the 2025 Blinky District event. That is an interesting L4 score on the Red Alliance there. I'm not sure if that counts. It does not look like it does.
Looks like Blue had a robot stuck. Decides to reset there.
Interesting
robot.
how
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Blue looks like... Correct me if I'm wrong. Are the numbers on the bottom below the scores number of algae scored and then links on the reef, or like levels filled?
Yeah, it's levels filled for the...
That makes sense.
the
So
reefs
Blue is
there.
just filled their level 4.
Yeah.
And is now working their way down the reef. Looks like Taco and Tyler are working on level 3, while Spin is focusing on algae, which is the niche that 1778 has found itself right now.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting that they have two 1778s on red here. Means that they are missing out on 2 climbs. Foregoing
That's a
the
good point.
ranking point already, like before you even start the match. Is,
I mean,
an
they
interesting
could
choice.
get G418s.
Yeah, true. If
I'm
they
not
got a
even-
foul, yeah.
I'm not sure what the pushing power looks between
I think they're about
Rust
the
Hounds and
same. So they,
1778. Okay, so they need momentum or something
Yeah.
to get those points.
still close
Looks like-
match here. Blue in the lead still though, 20 points, 10 points now.
Yeah, it looks like Red has completed their first level, as Blue is working on their second, and Blue's got level 3 done with 9 coral scored. Ooh, Jeff stealing an algae from the Blue side. That's arguably a swing of 8 points, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah, definitely. Something you'll need a little bit more of to get back into this match here.
Yep. Currently, there's a 30-point deficit in favor of Blue. And that's time. 186 Blue, 167 Red is your unofficial score as the match ends. We'll see if our ref has any adjustments to make.
No, they look clean to me. No adjustments to be made there as far as I see.
Perfect. We can save that score and then load up match 2.
Currently, this display still says Pinky, but I'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible.
No worries.
Let me do the code thing. And unfortunately, the sound from both fields is going into the stream, and I'm not sure what to do about that. So
That is unfortunate.
You just mute both fields if you want.
save match results. I could.
I don't
that
know
should
how
be fine.
much how much value those
No,
sounds are
no.
going to be adding.
Remember to run the
Yeah.
/save match
Yeah,
results
how do-
in
what- which-
field
what's-
1.
It's field 1. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Field 1 is the odd matches. Field 2 is the even matches.
Mm-hmm. Good, good, good. All right. Swapping over to field 2 after I turn off the HUD.
Alrighty, looks like we're just about ready to go. Just making sure we submitted the last match there. Perfect. Okay, let's get the second match underway.
The second match looks like we have Hexbug Master Mish and Perrin versus ACS Dragon, Ebone, and Yay Pixel.
Both going for the more standard two of the blanking on the name of the robot right now, but one 1778.
Sub-Zero.
Blue already going for those algae, trying to get ahead of the red here, maybe. Mish doing the same. Good amount of dropped coral on both sides right now. Let's see if that affects them too much.
Oops, looks like Yay Pixels got stuck on the reef. We'll see if one of their alliance members can help him get off.
Here comes both of them, unfortunately, counting each other out. It's one at a time, guys. You got this. It's very succulent. It's going to reset.
Just tanks the reset penalty.
Mm-hmm.
They're not down by an insurmountable amount yet.
Yeah, they still could come back.
Clean play, they can definitely make a comeback here.
That coral in the red station there is really hindering Hexbug here.
Oh yeah,
making it difficult to get the coral that he needs to try and get his RP.
I think they need Mish to come clean that up. Although ACS Dragon now just bumped an algae over to the red side, but Mish couldn't quite grab it.
Mish going for those L1s. That's what this robot's quite good at.
L1 and L4 is chill out specialty.
ACS Dragon still going hard on the algae there. Ooh, that one drops out of the field, unfortunately. 10 seconds left to see how these climbs work out. And 190 to 165 there.
That's interesting how
clean match.
Blue Alliance completed 2 of the levels of their reef, where Red Alliance only completed 1. But Red Alliance had so much more coral on other levels that they still came away on top.
Yeah, they just didn't quite get the 9 on each level. They still got a lot in general, but only finished that L4, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or L4.
Both coral.
Yeah.
Both alliances getting a barge RP impressively. I know that people have struggled with the climbs in the past.
Yeah, a little more risky when they're so hard to get to only have 2 of them. If anybody misses, then can't get the RP anymore. It's going to be a 4 RP win for the Red Alliance there.
Perfect. And once we save that match, we'll be ready to load up match 3.
Looks like we are missing a couple people still, but just check who's in this match.
Yeah, people are restarting the servers, so it's coming through on stream. So I don't know if we can activate tournament mode on either of these or not.
It shouldn't be an issue.
It's an issue when the sound is coming through on the stream.
Are you not able to mute the
individual ones? No, apparently not. It mutes them both.
Interesting. Are they named different things?
Not in
Are
the volume
EXEs
mixer.
different?
The EXEs are different.
That's interesting.
But the program itself in volume mixer is the same, which is very interesting.
One second.
This next match, it looks like we got Spin and Eric versus 4, Hank, and Eol.
Mm-hmm. We can get them on in
Spin
here.
still. Oh, Spin has switched to Rest Hands. I know they played Chill Out in their first match.
Yeah, maybe looking for that RP here, depending on who or what their third robot decides to play.
That would make sense.
Looks like we're still missing that partner there. Dartford, I have the ability to mute specific ones in Mixer.
Really?
I think you could probably get away with just muting both if that works.
I suppose I could.
I just do want to let them practice before matches.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is the only thing there. Okay, we're missing somebody. We're
Missing a JP.
A JP? Where's JP?
Oh, it does work for them individually. Okay, I just have them mixed up. That's all.
All good. All
Looks
good.
like JP 7890 is in Qual's.
This is not
it JP?
that's not that JP.
This is not JP. We need Biffit Parsley.
Where'd
he end up?
That they are both JP. It's not confusing at all. This is the PLWG JP.
Right. So
might need to start
we'll give him a couple more minutes here, and we'll have to start without him. Yeah, it has been a bit already. So
feel free to ping them.
He did say that he was leaving to go to the post office right before the event started. So.
What?
Oh, that's interesting. We might have to just start then, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's we're gonna have to go without him, unfortunately, in this match. Just let the players know.
No chance of him making it, Eric says. All right.
Okay. We're going then. Match number 3 underway. Unfortunately, it's going to be 2v3. Blew down a robot. Didn't pass inspection, it seems.
That's unfortunate. We'll see if Spin and Eric are good enough to make up for the
deficit there. Yeah, both good players. 4 is maybe having some drivetrain issues here.
Looks like their manipulator's stuck on their intake.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're doing a little spin.
Cool. Yeah. In honor of his opponent, spin 602. Both teams focusing on that core right now. No one going for any algae. Eric is an extremely strong coral scorer, so see how far he can get here. Maybe they'll be able to get the RP still. Quite difficult though. Red almost finished with that L4 now. Blue more mixing it up, going for all the levels. 4 now grabbing that algae, going over to score it. And it just to do so.
Surprisingly little algae scored so far.
Yeah, blue makes a little bit sense. They're going for that RPU to try to just get that.
And
but
they don't have a chill out on their alliance.
Yes, yeah. In order to try and get that climb RP out of gas. But we'll see if it works out for them. They are still ahead. Only by a few points here, but a little bit of a bump between 4 and Hank over here. Blue's getting close to this RP now. Got a few more for each level. See if they can make it. Still have the lead here, though, despite being down a robot. Looks like Red's going to climb now, trying to lock in that RP. Blue doing the same. See if they can get up.
Looks
like
like
blue
blue
got
got
up.
away with that.
And Red
Impressive.
got maybe one climb there. And Eric with the 103 contribution. Certainly pulling his weight and a little bit extra for the missing teammate. And they walk away with 4 RP. In that barge RP on top of the win.
Impressive
at
match
all.
from blue. Way to come back from that deficit.
Unfortunately, no climbs on the Red Alliance. To put them a little further behind. If they could have gotten up there, it would have been a lot closer. But
That's massively unfortunate. Match 3 results are good.
Yep, they're good to go.
And here we go into match 4. Looks like we got 2 full alliances.
Oh yeah. Return of some players from the first couple matches here. We'll get underway.
Sounds good.
3, 2, 1.
Off to a strong start for both alliances. Ooh, unfortunately, a possession foul there on Mish. Ebone immediately going for that algae, taking advantage of the robot he's playing, 1778.
Looks like we got the standard robot composition on both alliances. 2 Rust 10s and a 1778. Though interesting, Jep is appearing to be working on algae. I'm not algae, working on coral
as
to
well.
start off this match. Probably going for the Reef RP. I don't think we've seen any alliance get it so far.
We've not, yeah. Now he's working on that algae, clearing it out of the reef. his teammates can more effectively score. Ooh, Mish got stuck on the reef here. See if a teammate can save him. Here comes Jep. Not having any success in that so far.
He looks to be really stuck.
Looks like he's going to give up on that. Maybe Mish will have to reset here.
I wonder if you can use the arm itself to lift someone up.
Nope, he's
That's
trying
what it
that.
looks like
Trying to do
that's what
that.
they're trying to do.
Oh, now he's budging. There you go.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Finally got it off, but they are quite a bit down now. 30 points behind them. Or just about. We'll see if they can make up this difference in the last 30 seconds.
Looks like Red's going for a algae steal. And
Yeah,
they got
Ebon
it.
grabs that steal. Ooh, Mish. I don't know how he didn't get fouled there. It's a dangerous play.
Oh, and Red got the second
Oh.
algae off, but it falls out of their
Ooh.
bot. Oh,
Climb fell, though. This is closer now. If Red
Mhm.
misses their climbs and Blue gets theirs, they could definitely get it.
was that a climb call? Were they contacting a cage?
It doesn't matter if they're contacting cage in the last 20 seconds. Or I don't remember the time frame. Whenever it gives you the foul. The zone is protected in endgame, and then the cages are just protected in... All right, yeah. It's the equivalent. You don't have to be connected to the cage to get the climb foul.
That's not actually true. Zone protection, I forget if SRC has changed this rule. Zone protection does not give a climb, but cage protection does give a climb. G427 versus G428.
Let me just look it up so that we can give correct climb points. You are absolutely right.
Does that mean the score stands?
Yes, score will still stand. It just means they don't actually get the RP for it still. As far as I'm aware, let me just make sure that they didn't touch here with the recording. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, it looks like it's just the foul there.
Perfect.
So no claim RP.
So match score stands.
Yep, match score still stands.
In which case, we'll submit that match and move on to
Perfect.
to match 5.
Looks like we got everybody ready to go. So
Mhm.
we'll get right underway.
Yeah. We got Lior Vent, Yay Pixel, and ACS Dragon versus Tyler, Jeff, and Eric. Any predictions going into this match?
Oh, this one isn't official. Is this official?
I believe it is. There is the countdown.
Yep. Sorry, I started when I...
No worries.
All good. Yeah, red looks like a strong opponent here with Eric on it. Probably the favorite.
You could just see how quick his cycles are, how accurate his placements.
Oh, we didn't put the stream anywhere. So when one of y'all gets the chance.
Yeah, I can do that.
While Logan's working that out. Looks like red has got a not quite comfortable lead yet. Leading by 14 points at the moment. But Pixel is working on closing that gap with some algae. Both alliances have level 4 of their reef completed, but it looks like Red Alliance has significantly more of level 2 and level 3. Blue Alliance is just making up the deficit with their algae right now.
Tyler's got a really good score so far. 77 contrib.
That's impressive.
Beating out Eric, looks like, so far.
Yeah, doing quite a good job here. Didn't get to catch most of the match there, but maybe there's some fouls or something I didn't catch.
I didn't see anything. Everything looked clean. Everyone stayed on their side. Interesting pixel there. Waited just a bit too long to score that last algae.
Yeah, it might bite you in the back, but it does give you something to do at the end of the match that's swinging the score rather than just some L1s or whatever else you have left to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trust Wax on this one. It seemed like a clean match. It's going to be our first
6 ranking points.
RP. Yeah.
It's impressive.
First 6 RP match there. Congrats to you, Eric, Jeff, and Tyler.
Okay, let me go ahead and post this next one. And maybe take a look at the ranks for a sec once this goes through.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. Eric's sitting on top right now. Makes sense. He's had a good couple of matches. Missing a few at the bottom, but that's okay. Darren in second right now. Somewhat surprising, you might say. Oh no, it's
just top 10 at the moment, but I can expand it for later.
The cheat says that Tyler's in second, so I think it might be a little bit out of date. I don't know why. Because Tyler was just in that match, got those 6 points, but Tyler's currently in second with 9 RP, right behind Eric with 10. Then we got Perrin in third with 4. He is 1 match down though, so we'll see if he can catch up there on the his next match. And then we got Befit Parsley and Taco. It's our top 5. As we're switching on over, it looks like we're still a couple people short in our next match.
Waiting on 2 players in the Red Alliance. Looks like we're waiting on 4 and Befit Parsley again.
Yeah. Hopefully they're around now. Hopefully they got around to fixing their the robots that can pass inspection, you could say. And we'll give them just a minute here or so and start it.
Perfect.
See if they show up. Okay, it looks like Red Alliance unfortunately to be down a player here. See if Blue can capitalize on that. Jeff coming back off of a big win. See if he can keep that pace up and rise in the ranks a little bit here. All right, let's get this next match underway.
3, 2, 1.
Jeff unfortunately missing there. See if Red can get theirs on. Nice placement from Mish. 4 is almost there. Gets
That
it
might
maybe
be
right
the
after the buzzer. It's close.
that the first
Auto
auto
RP.
ranking point that we've seen?
There was
No,
one.
last
Actually,
match.
no, we had the 6 ranking point match.
Yeah. Last match we did get that one, but it'll be another nice start for Jeff here in his match. He's already working on that algae, trying to guarantee the win, empty that reef. Or doing the same for Red here. Jeff sealing from the opponent reef now.
Blue with an impressive lead, but makes sense given their 3v2 advantage.
Yeah. They do look like they're on their way to finishing that Coral RP as well. See if Jeff can score some L1s here for his team. Mish looking to disrupt a little bit. Unfortunately gets fouled there. $40 seconds left. It's going to be about trying to get that RP probably for Red here. Get the score contrib as much as they can, and then make sure they get those climbs. Another foul, unfortunately, on Mish, looks like. 20 seconds. Blue just about got their reef here. Looks like they're missing just a couple more. Not sure if they're going to be able to get that in time. Jeff got a coral stuck on his robot. Let's see if he can score that one before parking, maybe. 2 seconds left. Big score here from Blue, 225. Hank doing quite well. Hank and Perrin both. With the primary coral scores. Gonna be 5 RP there for Blue.
Looks like they just barely missed out on the Coral RP.
Surprisingly, it seems like the climbs are more consistent now. Maybe that's just people getting better, or just not having the extra robot to worry about bumping into you.
Perhaps. Also, XRC was updated between last event and this event, I believe. And I think that did make the climbs a little bit more consistent.
There we are. That match is clean. So we will move on up to our next one. Let's have a look to see who we got. Spin, ACS Dragon, and Leorvent against Ebone. Yeah, y'all. I don't know how to say that. And who else is supposed to be here? And JP again. He's going to miss all of his matches.
Lovely. Isn't that a red card at this point? For him?
It is, yes. Yeah.
Rip.
Well, technically, it's a red card for every match he doesn't show up to. So
Right.
he doesn't get any RPs or anything that he's not participated in. Okay, it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have to get this one underway without him once more. So we will start it up right now.
3, 2, 1.
See if Blue can overcome this disadvantage like some have in the past. Strong start for both alliances. Red coming out on top, though. Blue's definitely keeping it close here still.
Yeah, they're not that far behind.
But it might become difficult with this algae scoring that Red is capable of. It keeps their point value per cycle up for longer. But it does look like ACS Dragon is looking for more coral scoring than algae. Maybe trying to guarantee that RP. Makes sense as well. Thinking they're already going to win that point battle. So they're not worried about the win right now. ACS Dragon has got 2 coral right now. He's going to have to get rid of it. Manages to do so. Blue looks like they're going for some L1s as well. Perhaps going for the RP themselves. Makes sense. ACS Dragon going back to the algae. Trying to not get in the way of his teammate spin. Blue knocking out that algae on their own reef so they can make sure they get the score in. $20 left. Looks like Red's going to need quite a few here to get that RP, unfortunately. But see if they can get that climb RP. ACS Dragon still trying.
Ooh.
He's close to a foul. Should park here at the end, though, if you can.
I
Looks like
think
they may have missed
think
out
he-
on a climb.
I think he got the park in.
Yeah, it looked like he did, but the score went down quite at the end, so they might have just missed out on a climb, unfortunately.
Yeah, barge. It looks like a climb and 2 parks.
That's okay, though. They're still got the 3 RP for the win. Another nice score from a Spin and ACS Dragon, the main scorers. Ebone and EL doing quite well for themselves as well, though. Showing their prowess, still being able to put up big scores despite being down a player. Yeah, it's a clean match, so we'll get that one submitted.
Nice match. Sorry about that. I was just fixing some stuff on the spreadsheet.
All good, no problem at all. And it looks like we're ready to go for our next match here. Never mind. Barn is not ready. Okay. Now we're ready to go.
3, 2,
Standard robot composition again. Making sure that they can get that climb RP. It might change in playoffs depending on what their strategy is. Interesting, red is going for L1s here, try and get that RP and descoring those algae at the same time. Puts them behind in points, but will hopefully make it easier to get that RP, and then they'll be able to come back later.
I think they were trying to
Those
get that
bigger
auto
point value
RP, yeah.
scores. Yeah. Jep looking for those algae here as well as Yay Pixel. Right now clear of algae on their reef. They've still not scored any L4. Interesting strategy to make it look like they're a little bit weak perhaps, and then leaving their higher point value cycles towards the end. That was an interesting pickup from Jep. Wasn't going for that coral, but managed to grab it anyways.
I mean, if
Over
it
on
works.
the blue lines, the end was... Yeah, if it works, it works. Over on the blue lines, the almost got the L4 here finished. Looks like they're going for that RP, though, so they're not worrying too much about that last one. 1 minute to go. Scores are close. Red's still 20 points behind. See if they can make that up with those L4s they left before. Blue looks like they're working on those L2s now. See if they can get them.
Red's starting to catch up now that
Like
they're hitting the
see.
L4s.
Mm-hmm. Catching up a little bit here for sure. See if Pixel can score a bunch of these L1s for this blue line so they can get this RP.
Looks like we got a really close match here. 10 points separating as endgame starts. Now 3 points.
It keeps getting closer as they max out that coral that they can score here. Blue taking it really slow here. Tyler going quite late for that climb, 5 seconds. See if Pixel can park. Super close match.
Whoa!
2-point difference there.
That's incredible.
That is an excellent match there. Interesting strategy from Red as well, leaving those L4s till the end, making it seem like their opponents don't have to worry too much about the algae, perhaps, or scoring in general, just making them lax.
That
being
last
a good bit ahead.
That last second net score from Jep helping seal the deal there as well.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of RPs going out in this one. There's going to be 4 for the red, win in barge. First, it did not get the coral on either side. But blue did manage to get that auto RP and barge as well, so they're not going home too sad. Match MVP is Tyler there, doing quite well for himself. Alrighty, we're a little behind, so let's get this, keep going. I'm just gonna make sure this is the person that's not showing up. No, this is everybody should be in this match. Let's just wait a couple seconds.
Looks like all 6 players
there
are
we
in.
are. Make sure everybody's moving. ACS Dragon, are you alive? There we go. All right. And let's get this match underway.
3, 2, 1.
Robots racing away already. Miss on the blue lines, 2 of them now. Unfortunate. Red doing quite well for themselves for almost getting that goal on. Gonna be an interesting match here. Jeff doing algae. Trying to win that algae battle early. Jeff knows how strong Eric can be in the scoring department as he won a match earlier together in our only 6 RP match of the event so far. Before looking to do some algae as well. ACS Dragon and Hexbug working on that coral for the Blue Alliance. Trying to match the pace of Taco and Eric. Keeping it close here. Both alliances just about finished with their L4s now. They're working on other sections here. Or grabbing some coral, now looking to score it on L1, looks like. Red definitely pulling away with this one. Got a 30-point lead right now.
But they only have one level filled with 9 so far.
Yeah, they only got the top one right now. Eric has filled his side of the reef, but he's looking to do some algae now. Oh, Eric got a foul, unfortunately. Ooh, Jeff. He fell back.
They got 3 levels completed now. Can they clutch it up to get the RP? Oh, they did?
Looks like they got it. See if they can get this climb as well. Eric, a little bit late coming in now. Not sure if that counted for Eric there. We'll have to see the score breakdown. Looks like they did not get the climbs off. But they did manage to get that coral RP. Giving them the their extra ranky point that they were looking for. Another big score from Eric, 100 from him, and then Taka doing quite well with 80 himself. Jeff and Hexbug, it looks like the highest scores for blue, or not Hexbug, ACS Dragon. Getting that barge RP for them as well, not going home empty-handed. That match will be clean, it looks like, so we're good to go. Coming up is Qual Match 10. Again, Eric, Ebone, and Jep on the red, and then unfortunately JP looks like he's. Oh no, it's not that one.
Tyler's waving
Wrong
at the
match
camera.
as well.
Hi, Tyler.
There we go. We got everybody in. CA Pixel, Tyler, and Yell versus Spin, Hank, and Hexbug Master. Alrighty, it looks like we're ready to go, so let's start this match.
3, 2, 1.
Both alliances rush into the reef here. Everybody got their first coral on. Let's see if they can all get their second to get that RP. Looks like a bit of miscommunication on red here. They're going to the same spot to score, but
Interesting strat from
that's
Blue.
okay.
They had their 1778 go and get the popsicles and put them on lollipops, and put them on level 1 to try to get that auto RP.
Yeah, try and guarantee that that RP with the extra L1s.
Blue definitely in
Both
the lead
lines
with that algae
going.
race.
Yeah, for sure. I was just gonna say they're both going for that algae now, but Hank is winning at the moment. Yay Pixels doing a little bit of coral scoring as well, it seems. It's a lot of dropped coral in the red station right now, though. It's going to make it difficult for them to be able to pick up effectively.
Hank knocked off an L4 with that algae. That's no bueno.
Unfortunate there. Yay Pixel tried to steal one, but unfortunately got knocked away as he's coming back to his own side to grab them from there. Going all the way around the field for that guy. Both finished their L4s now almost.
Ooh, Hank stealing.
Blue just finished there. Red finished theirs. Hank stole a nice algae right there. Really close match right now. 10 points between them. 20 seconds left. Red starting to score L1s. It looks like they still need some L2s as well, though.
Hank cleaning up around
up on that,
Blue's
maybe.
reef.
Red missed a climb. Let's see if they can realign. It's going to be close. Ooh, unfortunate for Red.
Ooh, yeah.
And Blue, maybe. Did both miss climbs?
Let's find out.
Head
They
on over
did.
to the results.
All parks
wrong
looks like
tab.
from here.
Unfortunate. Such a close match. Everybody's pushing to the end there, and just didn't leave enough time to climb properly. Panicked a bit. And unfortunately, no barge points for either alliance. Blue's still happy though. They came away with the win, which is 3 RP for them.
Not seeing anyone in the question box.
Yep, seems like they were good to go. Now we're looking at that match that I was talking about earlier with Eric, Ebone, and Jeppy. Or not Ebone, he just left. No, it is Ebone. Still there. Let's see if JP has come back for his match now.
Ebone switched to robots, it seems.
There we are. Looks like they were trying to make sure they could get that climb RP.
And Blue is missing a JP. It would have been JP versus JP, but Blue's JP is still at the post office, I guess.
Yep, still stuck out there. So unfortunately, will not be in this match, it seems. As soon as Jep is moving, we're gonna get this match underway. Make sure he's here. Hopefully.
Maybe. Possibly.
I wonder how long the post office is taking.
Hopefully not too long. All right, we're going to start in a minute here. If he's not here, then unfortunate. Let's do some pull-ups for funsies. Alrighty, unfortunately,
Why can't I remember the command for getting rid of the HUD? Flush set.
Oh, there he is.
Hide. Or turn HUD
Hide
off.
HUD. Something like that.
3, 2.
We are starting right now, by the way.
Yep.
All good. Everybody's here and ready to go. So we got 3 scores right off the bat for Red Alliance. Nice L1 here from Jip as well. Looks like they're going to get this auto RP. I think they got those 6 there. Maybe even 7 in auto. Excellent start for them. Blue's going to look to see if they can show their own prowess. Look impressive for Alliance selections. Grab a couple RPs if they can. Now Jep looking to score some algae, it looks like. Emptying that reef, perhaps. And Eric and Ebone are going to be doing that regular old coral cycles.
Red's reef is now empty.
A little bit of miscommunication there between Red, doing some bumping between each other, but that's okay. Blue, interesting strategy. You're not going for the L4s yet. Doing a lot of L1s here, actually. Maybe just showing that they're capable of doing so. Proving their worth to a stronger alliance, maybe. Not going for any algae, which is quite interesting there. 30 seconds left. 100-point lead for Red Alliance. Fortunately, does not look like Blue will be coming back from this one, but we'll see. Blue going for climbs, Red going quite late for climbs as well. Let's see if Eric can get up there. Ooh, looks like Red missed their climbs there, unfortunately. Went early, but didn't quite get it.
Still got all the other RPs, though. So very strong showing.
Yeah, still getting that those 5 other RPs. And Blue scoring well for themselves to make themselves look good for alliance selection there. Match was clean, so we can See what's going on the next one.
Yep. I don't see anyone in the question box, so we should be good to go.
And we're starting already.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, looks like we got a secret end game.
Secret end game.
Mish climbed on the reef a little bit, scoring their first
Oh,
coral.
I see.
And Spin is unfortunately AFK.
Yeah,
That
Spin
is
is not moving.
unfortunate.
They're not currently in VC, fortunately. See if they come back later on in this match. Yay, Pixel also not moving now.
Yeah, I guess
See.
I guess they don't think the match is official now.
We'll see how this goes.
You want to remind them this still is an official match?
Yep.
Oh wait, is Spin not meant to be in that?
Oh, it's been not in the right one.
Spin was not in the right one at all. No.
Yeah, Spin's not in the correct
Looks
server.
like it's
there you
supposed to
go.
be Hexbug
No.
Master.
Whoops. Let me just stop this match so they know. And then we will actually get the right person in the server. I just thought he was, didn't think to check that. Oops. What are we supposed to got in here?
That explains things.
Xbug, Gay Pixel, and 4.
It looks like we just need Hexbug.
Who is in VC, so
We got Hexbug now, and now we're just missing 4.
4.
It was there.
oh, 4 is also in match 13. So 4 is not in the right VC.
Okay, let me just move him over.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. Now he knows he's in that match. He's probably in the wrong server then. Give him a second to rejoin.
Strange, because 4 was just in this server, so
I wonder if they're having discussions in their VC about starting positions.
yeah, there you go. There's 4.
There we are. Now we should be able to get this actually underway right now.
3, 2, 1.
That's more like it. Oh, the Pixel getting flipped on the reef, getting reset. Putting red to a fairly significant lead in auto.
Yeah, giving red a good advantage here. Mish working in that algae along with 4. Ooh, Ebon and Hank are dancing with each other over there.
You love to see it.
.30 lead for Red Alliance right now. A little bit more now. See if Blue can make a comeback here. Working on those L4s. Ooh, some bumping between each other, though. Oh, and then they both go to the other side.
Oh,
and bump each
no.
other again.
I knock a coral off.
That is very unfortunate. Red Alliance working on their L3s now. Got some L1s in there as well. We need quite a few L2s still to get that RP. See if they can get that done. Looks like they still need 4 L2s. Let's see if they can get... or 5 L2s, actually. See if they can get those L2s on. 15 seconds. Looks like they're going to give up on that one. And just lock in that climb RP. Mish trying to get that last one on, but not going to happen, unfortunately. But still come away with a win, looks like. Yeah, 3 RP for the Red Alliance there. Unfortunately, only got the 1 climb, and that will not be enough for the barge RP.
Unfortunate there.
But Blue putting up a good fight. And looks like a clean match. 0 penalties all around. Should be able to see what's going on in this next match.
Four is in back-to-back matches, so waiting on him to join for that Blue Alliance.
Will just be a moment to make sure he's actually in his VC. Yes, okay.
We got a sequence matchup here. Jep versus ACS Dragon. So that'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, looks like everybody's in the match. Let's just make sure 4 is moving and ready to go.
Whichever one of you wins this, I'll get you a cookie on Thursday. How's that?
Now you got some incentive. Let's see it. Let's see what they can do here.
3, 2,
Blue actually going for double Sub-Zero. Double miss for Blue as well, unfortunately. But let's see if they can get some L1s or anything to match that up. Doesn't look like it. Might have missed out on that auto RP, unfortunately.
Close match still. Ooh, Red jumping up in the lead there, though. Courtesy of that net LG. 4 getting stuck.
Jeff doing a great job. Great job there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Jeff, because 4 is working on the algae, is now working on as a coral scoring robot. Showing some adaptability. Leora and Danielle working on their own coral here. seeing if they can get that RP ready to go.
Ooh, rough penalty there
Jeff
from
unfortunately
Jeff.
getting a foul there. Jeff drawing a good one off of the steal that he was going for as well. He's getting a big win here for the algae for sure. Despite being down a robot for scoring it. Just about 20 seconds left now. Looks like both teams are going to struggle a little bit to get that coral RP. But we'll see if they can get those climbs up with 10 seconds left now. Red going for it, blue not. Seems like they know that they already can't get the RP, so looking for scoring elsewhere. And it's going to be Red Alliance win.
Nice job, Red Alliance. Seems to be a fairly comfortable win there.
Yeah, great win for Red there. Great try from the Blue Alliance as well. ACS Dragon scoring quite well. Jeff as well is especially impressed with. Did a good job of scoring that coral on a less ideal robot and still getting some good algae scores in the net as well. LB3 RP win for the Red Alliance. No bonus RPs from this match.
While we're at it, let's take a look at the rankings.
That sounds like a great idea. Eric up in first right now with that 19 RP. Quite far ahead of the second, which is Taco. 4 RP behind. Still in the same number of matches, though. Baron in fourth. Or in third, rather. And then Spin in fourth as of now. Still got 3 people with an undefeated streak of 4-0 at the moment. See if that continues in later matches. Let's see what we got here. Just making sure the person who's missing is in fact JP. And it's the right people in the field. It is. So we will now get this match underway. As soon as Mish and Eric are moving. Mish is moving. It's actually going to be quite a close match.
Yeah, I think this is the second match that Eric has had to play by himself. Or like in twos instead of threes, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Tyler's also up there in our scoring contribute. Like every match, he tends to score quite well. So these two are definitely strong scorers. They might be able to pull off this 2v3 here. Mish going for those L1s, trying to guarantee that RP, looks like. I might have only gotten 5, unfortunately. Didn't catch if Blue got their own RP.
It does not look like either of them
1 point
got
game.
RP.
Mish going straight for that algae. That's going to be the win condition here, I think. Just getting tons of that algae in the barge while the Blue Alliance isn't able to work on it. Red already cleared their reef of algae. Let's see if they can clean up the ones on the ground as well. That being said, Blue is still in the lead here, outscoring on the coral department.
Now that JP has not shown up for 5 matches, is there any limit to a minimum number of matches needed to play in Olymps.
You mean to get picked?
Well, I mean, at a certain point, I'm not sure. I forget if there are any rules about skipping the entirety of quals and showing up for Olymps or something like that.
There may be. I don't recall the exact wording on it though, so we'll have to check that out. See if he's still eligible to play. Though still getting back into this banger of a match. Blues almost filled their reef, but Red is making it difficult for them. You didn't even spike that. They're fighting neck and neck here. 20 seconds left. Let's see if they can manage to pull it out. Red now scoring a couple of their last L4s, trying to get that win. Mish still getting those algae up in the air. It's been going quite late here for the climb. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get it. 5 seconds and it's spinning. 90 to 190 to 183. Really close game here. Looks like Blue maybe got that Coral RP, whereas Red did not. They didn't get enough on the L1, it looks like. But let's see what the score breakdown says.
Nope.
Not quite.
That's unfortunate.
Looks like no bonus RPs that match. Everybody too worried about winning. Makes sense. Close match. But it does mean that, unfortunately, the 2v3 not go in the favor of Eric and Tyler this match, which is big for the rankings, I think. 0 RP for Eric is going to give Taco, I believe, who's in second, an excellent chance to overtake, shake up the rankings. And a great performance from the Red Alliance here to be able to outscore these two, we call them powerhouse scoring robots on the Blue Lines. Main difference there being an algae, 40 points of algae to the 0 points for Blue. That being said, Eric's going to come right back on to the Blue Lines here. The new set of teammates. Hopefully. They are in VC, so theoretically they should get there.
Looks like everyone is in now. And moving.
Perfect.
Should be ready to start.
Let's get it going then. See if Eric can shake off that unfortunate loss there and get some of his much needed RPs to stay in first place. A mishap on the Red Alliance here. Unfortunately, Taco could not grab his second piece there properly. This match has big implications with the current Seed 1 and Seed 2 against each other. Both teams now going for that algae scoring, as we're used to seeing. Eric just kind of chucking those this coral onto L1 there. Red's definitely winning that algae battle, but blue is still ahead in points with the stronger coral, it seems. Taco and Hexbug not doing bad at all. A little bit of miscommunication there.
I just realized this is
Bumping
1
into each
versus
other.
2, actually.
Yes. Means
High
that
stakes
there's
match here.
a lot of them on the line. Could be the #1 seed here
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Hank
for
with
Taco.
the steal.
Big steal from Hank. So L1 on their side. See if he's going to clean that up. Looks like he's doing some L1s, actually. "30 seconds left. It's a 5-point game, a 3-point game. 1-point game now. Another quick cycle from Hank for that barge. Doesn't look like Red's going to be able to get that RP. Maybe just finish up those L4s at this point. Try and win the match.
It's going to come down
Still
to
going
the
for those
L1s, I
L2s.
think. Or climb.
They need these climbs as well. See if Hank can get this last L1. 1-point game. Ooh, looks like they got a climb at the end there. That'll be interesting, the breakdown, to see what made the difference.
Mm-hmm.
106 for Eric. And huge implications here for rankings. Eric getting only 1 RP there in the last 2 matches, with that narrow loss in both of them.
Interesting, the coral versus algae split there, and then it came just down to barge points.
Yeah. Blue outscored in the coral by about 20 points, and then Red did the same for algae, evening it out. But then just came down to that missed climb on blue, unfortunately. Otherwise, would have been a close match.
No one in that question box. Looks clean to me.
Yeah, seems we're good to go.
On to qual 15.
Still missing all of the blue lines here, so maybe let's check out the rankings real quick. See what happened to that during that pivotal match. And Taco is in first now. Tied actually on the RPs, but the win-loss record is putting him in ahead, looks like. Oh, actually, Eric is up a match on Taco. That's what it is.
And Taco's technically up on tiebreaker as well.
'Is he?
4.0 to 3.3.
That's just the ranking points, no?
That is
Oh, yes.
The
yes, yes.
average
that-
ranking points? It's just because Taco has
Interesting.
played 1 less match than Eric. That is, he has a perfect win percentage. He's won all matches, so he doesn't have anything there. Perrin in third, though, tied with Spin for fourth as well, RP wise.
Taco is about to play again, so Taco can potentially solidify.
Mm-hmm. See if you can make it. I'm just gonna check who's in this match. Ebone and Parn are supposed to be on blue right now.
Ebone was in the server. So I'm guessing there's some robot or position debate, perhaps both.
Yeah, all in the VC, so it should be ready to get underway in just a minute here.
Looks like we're just waiting on last player on blue.
On
yet again.
Paran, yeah.
Just Paran is in VC, so hopefully it's not too delayed there.
You want to go see what's going on, Waxton, perhaps?
I can go over there and take a look at it.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna have a look at these rules real quick.
Parent joined the wrong server, apparently.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
I see. He is still on the wrong server, so let's see if he wants to leave that one. I'm gonna kick him to see if that makes him.
If that gets the message across, yeah.
All right, he's got about 20 seconds here, and then we'll start the match.
What do you think of Chill Out's place in the meta? People are putting it on AlgaeBot almost exclusively.
I
think
don't
it's
know about that.
it's quite good at algae, but like just purely based off of RPs and stuff. Seems that
Looks like Parent's in.
yeah, seems like we're ready to go. But I think it could be strong. Like even two of them in like playoffs where you're not so worried about getting the RP for climbing might be worth it just to like I don't think the coral scoring is that much worse than
I'm inclined to agree.
Than the other robot, but it definitely requires more mechanical expertise there to be as good. If you're not practiced with it, you'll definitely struggle for scoring that, especially L2 and L3s. Unfortunately, Ebone knocking that algae out of the fields. He's not going to get the reap the rewards of scoring that one. Jeff and Ebone both focusing on those algae, as we were just mentioning.
Very close match.
Yeah, 1 point game right now. Switching back and forth between who's in the lead. Blue seems to be ahead in coral, but behind in algae, so it's making it quite close here. Jeff scoring in the processor here. Interesting strategy. Maybe hoping for some bounce outs.
Ooh, gets one.
Did get one there. It is more points to score in the processor. It just it scores for your opponents if it doesn't. Oh, that was close from Ebone taking a note from Jeff and scoring one in the processor as well, which also bounced out. Blue in the lead here, 10 points with 20 seconds to go. No more algae left on the field, so everybody's looking to score that coral.
Lots of L1 opportunities for Ebone.
Ooh, 220, 207. Looks like Blue took it away at the end there, keeping their lead. But a close match nonetheless. And it's going to be 3 RP for the Blue Alliance with getting that barge RP. And just the barge RP for Red, unfortunately. Not going to get that auto or coral RP.
No one in the question box for this match.
It seems like it's a clean match. Making my job easy this event.
Oh, don't say that now.
Every match will be a question box now.
So I'm pretty sure this is a 2v3 in this match as well.
That makes sense. We haven't had one in a while, so...
Oh, we have 2 in a row, actually.
That would also make sense. So it looks like we're going to have to get this one underway here.
Over halfway through qual matches now. So we take those.
Oh, yeah. In there for sure. All right, let's get this one underway, because we are still a bit behind, I believe. Fortunately, Red is definitely heavy favored here. But we'll see what Foreign Mish can do. Try and get some RPs here. Not going for the climbing robot, though, so... Not going to be able to get the climb RP. We'll see if they get... Oh, he's here. JP is here.
Whoa, he's in.
Finally.
He's in the server.
See if with his help they could catch up.
Yeah, we'll see if that makes a difference in this match here. Blue is keeping it relatively close, just about 30 points behind here. Possession foul from Tyler there, unfortunately. Another one from Tyler. Gotta be a little bit more careful with that if he wants to keep this lead here. But they do seem to be extending it, so not too worried, it seems. Jep stealing another algae. Oh, that was close to a foul. Manages to get away scot-free, though.
I just realized it's double sequence on the Red Alliance as well.
Yes. Red is close to that Coral RP. We'll see if they can get it. Still missing a couple of L2s, it look like, and some L1s. See if they can get this RP.
Ooh.
206. 164. I'll have to check the score breakdown to see if they got that.
Does not look like they did.
Unfortunately not. Didn't get the climb RP either, unfortunately. So they're going to walk away with just the win here. Definitely a strong score, but maybe wishing they could get a little bit more out of that. JP doing well for his first match. MVP of his alliance.
Despite coming in late.
And looks like a clean match, so we will get right on up to the next match.
Might as well check the rankings while we're waiting for people to come in.
Sounds like a plan. Still got Taco in first here. Looks like Aaron fell to third, actually, falling behind Parn as well. See if that continues for the rest of the event there. Maybe he'll make a comeback. And then Hank in fourth. E-Bone just behind him in fifth. Hexbuck Master sixth. Surprising to see Tyler so low considering his score contribution we often
no kidding.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just not going for those RPs as much as he should be. He's focusing on more of a single player run style or an Elim style where you're not too worried about getting the RPs. See how that works though. Yeah, looks like we're just about ready. Waiting on one more person. Waiting on Hank, actually. There we go. And now that he's moving, let's get this underway.
3, 2, 1.
Double JP on blue. Let's see how this goes.
Unfortunate from Taco, they're missing that coral.
Blue actually gets the auto RP here. Unfortunately, red does not.
Yeah, it's gonna be big for blue there, definitely to get that RP. Blue kind of pulling away with it now. Let's see if red can catch up. It's gonna be big for the rankings if Taco does not end up winning this one, being in first. They are leaving some L4s though for later, so they might come back towards the end there with a surge of scores. Blue filling up that reef quite fast. Looks like they're on pace for an RP for the reef as well, as Jep is working on the algae for the Blue Alliance. Pulling further away from Red now. It's like Red might have to change something now if they're gonna catch up from this deficit. ACS Dragons just looking for that Oro still. Looks like they're going hard for that RP. Maybe not thinking that they can make it back from this deficit with 35 seconds left. Blue's just about there. I need a couple more L2s and some L1s here. Let's just see if they can manage to get that RP. It's 10 seconds left. Still think they need another L2, but maybe I'm wrong. 1 second left. Big win for Blue here, 239 to 188. Looked like another clean match there. And it is going to be the 6 RP for Blue. Looks like they did get enough on the coral there, on the reef. It's going to be only our second 6 RP match, I believe, of the event.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
And Red
I
walking away
gotta
with
say,
one more.
JP coming back from the post office and immediately putting up a 91 contribution is pretty impressive.
Yeah, had a bit of a warm up last match, and now he's back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on
Okay,
to
and it
match
looks
19.
like we're ready to go for match 19 already. So let's get this underway.
3, 2, 1.
We're a little bit slow to start here. Let's see if I can manage to score this coral for him.
Neither alliance getting
Interesting,
that
they
auto
switched
RP.
this up. Jeff and Four have played together before, but last time they were both on the same robot.
1778, yeah.
Like, yep, that one. 1778. But it looks like they switched that out so they can hopefully get that climb RP, which last time they did not get. They both seem to be specialists in that Sub-Zero robot. Red already cleared the reef of all the algae and are working on that L3s now. Got quite a big lead here. Almost double the blue points. Four maybe not as comfortable on this robot as he is on Sub-Zero. Which might be at a disadvantage for him. Ooh, good foul here on Hexbug, though. Bring him back a little bit closer.
Oh,
Almost another one.
Trying to get that foul in the barge zone.
Ooh,
Oh! Gets it paid back
that is
double.
unfortunate. Unfortunate play there from Blue. Getting 2 fouls there.
20 seconds left. It's going to be 80-point deficit for blue here. Red doesn't look like they're going to be getting the Coral RP, though. Didn't get quite enough onto that L2 and L1, it looks like. Despite that, putting up an excellent score, maybe 213. Mystic Climb, it looks like. So they might miss out on all of their bonus RPs. Except, well, they might have got auto, actually. We'll have to check that out, though. No, so just the 3 points, 3 RPs for winning. No bonus RPs that match. But definitely putting up some big scores.
Everything seems good there to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we're good for that one. See how our field is looking. There we go. Looks like we're ready to go, and we'll start this match.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Never mind.
that's
we'll
not
not start
13-8.
this match.
Whoopsie.
What are we missing? We're missing Eric on red. And who's
So
on here?
y'all needs to
It's
get
not
kicked.
supposed to be there. Y'all. Okay. Now we got everybody in, and we should be ready to go. Well, let's get this match underway.
3, 2, 1.
Looks like Force sticking with that Rust House robot. Trying to make sure they can get that climb RP.
Red pulls away with that auto RP.
It's definitely going to help Eric come back in the rankings here. He's a little bit low as of now, compared to where he used to be, at least. Looks like Force playing defense on Eric this match, trying to get this win, maybe foregoing the bonus RPs for that. Yay Pixel's working on those algae as well as E-Bone. Big bumps coming in, making Eric miss a pickup. Still manages to sneak around there. Or gets a foul as well for that. Stops in his tracks. Not wanting to get any more of those.
Four must be lagging. That kind of movement looks
Yeah, it looks a little bit
irregular.
strange to me as well, yeah. It's like Parent accidentally knocked off an L3 or L2 there. One of those. It's okay, they should be able to put it back on here. Still on their way to get that RP for the Reef. Missing a couple L1s, or L2s rather, not L1s. They should be just about set to go with 20 seconds left. Big point gap here. Let's see if 4 can get this climb going. Taking his time to line up here, making sure he can get it. Spin and Evo doing their best to score as much as they can, get it as close as possible. Pixel just letting his teammates climb in peace. 248 there for Red. It's a massive score for them. Just about 100-point lead for it. It's going to be another 6 RP match there. Making up for lost RPs there for Eric. It's going to help Paran as well because Paran, I believe, is still above Eric in the rankings. Which we might have a look at after.
Yeah, once we
finish up here.
submit this officially, we'll take a look at them rankings.
Paran's in first now. Tied with Eric there, though.
Impressive.
Quite the shake up to the rankings. Last time we saw Taco was in first, and now he's dropped out to third. Getting passed by that 6 RP match that we just watched rather. And Hank in our 4th position. I believe we're playing 4 alliances this event, so
I believe so.
that would be our final alliance captain there. Looks like we're ready to go for our next match, so we'll get this one underway.
3, 2, 1.
JP unfortunately missing their first coral there. Let's see if they can catch back up there. Interesting auto here from Jeff, going for the algae and auto instead of going for that.
He trusts Spin and JPL to get the auto RP, so it makes sense. Get the early algae lead and stay out of your rest hound's way.
Unfortunately, neither alliance is able to seal that auto RP.
Yeah.
Seems like an interesting auto for, especially later on in the event, once there's no RPs to worry about. Both teams scoring away on that coral there. Blue doing a lot more L1s than it currently has. And it looks like Red is winning that algae battle. So we'll see how this match plays out. Almost a 50-point lead here for Red Alliance now. Two robots fighting for the same algae for Red here. It's an excellent trade.
Oh, they were trying to get that reef penalty, but Jeff able to avoid it.
Red on their way to their own RP. Like to see Jeff probably start to do some L1s here, yeah. 30 seconds left. Double pickup here. Let's see if you can get them off. Doesn't go in, but that's okay. No fouls. 20 seconds left. Looks like alliances are going to go for some climb RPs here. Blue going quite early. Red still staying out here. 10 seconds left. This is a little bit risky, I would say. 5 seconds left. Nobody in the barge. See if they can get up. 2.7 looks like they did actually get up, but we'll have to check on the results page. They did manage to get up, but unfortunately did not get the coral RP. Maybe missing out on a couple L1s. Just outclassing the Blue Alliance there on each front, unfortunately. More coral, more algae, and better barge. Along with a penalty. It's gonna make the difference there.
Does not appear to be any question boxes.
Seems like we're good to go. And it looks like our other field is also ready to rumble. So we'll get this red underway.
Three, two,
We have the first seed over here, Paran on blue. Let's see if he can keep that position. Jocko's going to be trying to make a comeback here for that ranking position. Looks like they're going for all L1s almost. Not sure if they get that RP or not.
Neither alliance got that that auto RP, unfortunately.
Unfortunate indeed.
It's tougher than it
But,
looks from just watching.
Yes, definitely. Both teams now going for that algae. Interesting from ACS Dragon. He's just knocking them out, not even picking them up to score, which you might normally see other robots do.
Very efficient for his coral scoring partners, though. Getting them out of the way and going ahead and scoring them right in that net.
He is winning the algae battle at the moment, so we'll see if he can keep that up. Apixel deciding to do a processor here. Let's see if it bounces out for him. Looks like it does. Excellent decision there.
In this position, red should probably be going for the steals on that that loose algae, but they appear to be opting not to do that.
You're going for the higher point value of the processor, but it's a little bit risky if it doesn't bounce out. Manages to get it bounce out though. It's another one to bounce out. He's getting quite good with this. See if that one does the same. 30 seconds left. Red is about 20 points behind. See if they can catch up here. Still got some L4s to fill up here. It'll be difficult for them to get their RP coral now.
Parn scoring some processor.
Yeah, getting those processors in. Apixel's in the way of this climb, though. Let's see if he can still get this climb up. Looks like blue is going to take it away there. Maybe missing a climb right at the end, though. See if they got that barge RP.
Missed both climbs, unfortunately.
Yeah, dropping that that extra RP, unfortunately, there. Missing out on that coral RP as well. Must have missed one of the rows. I'm not sure which one. But still, nonetheless, quite a good score, 199. And an excellent showing from red as well, 178. Want to have a quick look at our rankings here. We'll see where everybody sits. Eric at the top of the rankings right now. Currently down a match off of Paran. So as long as he gets a win here, he will be at least tied for first place. We'll see if he comes out on top or not. And then Paran hanging in on that second seed. Hank in that fourth or third, and then Taco in fourth right now. Let's see if everybody who's all supposed to be here. Tyler, Leorvent, and E-Bone on red.
Missing an E-bone.
E-bone is on the wrong server, so let me just kick. Hopefully you can join up in just a second. There we go. Looks like everybody's waving to the camera and ready to go. We'll get this next match underway.
Three, two, one.
All robots moving. ACS Dragon doing the same algae score that Jeff just showed in a previous match. Trusting that Eric and Hank will be able to get that Coral RP in auto.
Blue is able to successfully get that auto RP.
Now he's going straight for those algae, making sure that it doesn't lose that algae lace to E-bone. Did unfortunately knock over quite a few algae to the Red Alliance, so that'll make it a little bit easier for Red to keep on top of it. That being said, Blue does have a significant lead here. Coming up on 30 points. Eric and Hank doing an excellent job of scoring that coral.
E-bone
ACS
already
Dragon now
doing
going to
once. But yeah,
E-bone, yes.
Dragon was stealing some algae there. You were correct.
Mm-hmm. Eric now working on some of their own L1s. ACS Dragon coming to help with that as well. Giving up on that stealing of algae. It's 47-point lead for for Blue right now. Red's still close to their own Coral RP though, so let's see if they can manage to get that one. Looks like they still need a couple more L2, a couple more L3s, and then they're set.
Oh, they get it.
Tyler leaving the climb quite late though. Not sure that they got off the ground either, unfortunately. So we'll see in the score breakdown if they manage to get any of their RPs there.
Eric with the 112 contribution.
Yeah, Eric doing quite well for himself. Getting another 6 RP match. And unfortunately, no RPs for Red. Gonna pull Tyler down a little bit more. Just be 1 second here as Tyler switches sides on the server. Goes over to the Blue Alliance for this next match. Looks like we're ready to go, so we'll get this next match underway.
Three, two, one.
All robots moving and scoring those first coral. Blue getting all of their first ones. See if they can all get the second. Looks like they got that auto RP on blue there.
They did, in fact.
Before going for those L1s here, making sure that they got enough of those for the end of the match. Immediately going to the other side of the field, looking to maybe steal some algae. No, it looks like just defense on Tyler. I have no idea how that was not a foul, but managed not to be. Mish doing that algae for blue as Jeff does the same for red. It's another match where Jeff is with 4 here. Unfortunately, not a great robot combination for the two of them.
Is 4 going over to defend? Oh, looks like
Yeah,
it.
4's been defending a good amount here, trying to stop this.
Interesting climb for Mish there.
Ooh. The eel has been stuck on the reef now. See if Jeff can knock him off, or if he'll just tell him to reset. Knocking off an L1 in the process. Not sure this is going to work for them. There we go. Tips him over. Blue close to their reef RP, but missing out on quite a few L1s. I'm not sure they'll be able to get that in time. 10 seconds left in this match. See if they're going to go for climbs. Oh, and that will be a climb foul for the Blue Alliance. We'll check out that score breakdown.
So looking at that breakdown, it does make a difference whether they get the climb points there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like they missed that one. So let me just make sure that they contacted while touching the cage. And then we will adjust the ranking points as needed. Yeah, Spin was in contact with the cage, so Blue will, in fact, get the RP there. We change it.
All right.
Perfect. We'll get this next match underway. If you want to take this one away, Wax, and I'll get that changed for them.
Sounds good. This next match coming up, we have Perrin Hexbugmaster and JPL versus Liorvent, Small Hank, and Taco. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. I know that JPL was missing for the first half of Quals, but has since been putting up incredible contributions on the Red Alliance. Perrin is currently ranked 3, but on the Blue Alliance, Small Hank is ranked 2 with 6 and 2.
Red getting that auto RP.
Mm-hmm.
And Hank
And
already
already
stealing.
having, what is that? 9, 10 level, no, just 9 level 4s. Now 10 level 4s. Already completing that first level of their reef. And matching, almost matching Hank in algae, but Hank going for the steal again on the Red Alliance side and getting it. It really is that difference in algae that can make up the points in these real close matches. There is some coral dropped on the floor around Blue Alliance Reef. We'll see if Hank can clean those up. But currently, just focusing on algae as Hexbug Master steals a couple from the blue side. Looks like Red Alliance has completed 2 of the levels of their reef, now are working on their 3rd. As Hank steals yet another algae.
And he steals the last one.
Yeah,
Does not get
and with
penalized.
that, every algae is up in the reef. As Hank just starts going around picking up level 1s. 1778 so fast with that Trophet coral.
Blue is.
I wonder if
Blue is slowly crawling back now.
with the recent update and the ability to rotate around that secondary camera angle, is there any merit to putting it behind your intake so that you can do trough all that much faster?
I personally don't see a need. Just because you have to kind of momentum it anyway to get them consistently on level 1.
That's a good point. And I wonder actually if the controls would be an issue.
They could be.
Rotating 90 degrees instead of 180 like that. But anyway, as we end the match here, 228 to 199, your unofficial score. We'll see if Logan has anything to say about penalties.
Nope. Seems like a clean match once again.
Perfect. Qual 24, 5 ranking points for the Red Alliance, 0 ranking points for the Blue.
It's actually Qual 25.
They just missed it. It's actually Qual 25. My apologies.
That's not you. That's something still wrong in the bot program.
It says 25 here on that thing.
It just changed.
Now it does.
Oh, okay.
Because if I transition over to the next field, it'll now say match 26.
Hooray.
Perfect.
Missing one more robot in this field. Let's see what we got. Looks like we're missing out on. Oh, never mind. They're all here.
Only
We're
4
good to
more
go.
matches in our qualifications.
Getting towards the end now. It's going to be the last matches for some of these people, and it's going to be big for the rankings.
Mm-hmm. People starting to
Okay.
think about their alliances.
Yes, who they're going to pick. See if Eric can end it off strong. I'm not sure if he has another match, but check it out here.
Looks like they missed level 4 in auto, the Blue Alliance, but they still might have gotten that RP. I forget if it's 5 or 6 coral in auto.
6 coral for auto.
6 coral in auto.
The Apixel having to reset there.
That'll be a 4-point swing.
Both alliances going for this algae now. As the Blue Alliance is starting to pull away with the lead. As we're somewhat used to seeing, the
Oh, another one by Pixel getting stuck on the reef. See if he can get saved. There we go. He's been doing an excellent job saving him there. Mish, unfortunately, tossing that game piece out of the field. Pixel not able to get that algae into that processor. Blue Lions getting close to filling up their reef here for the RP.
Ooh.
Gonna need a couple more L2s.
Jeff stuck
ones.
on the corner of Eric's bumpers. Okay. He gets off. But not without getting penalized first. J-Pixel getting reset again.
Another reset. Got stuck on those coral in the station there, it looks like. Oh, and we lost somebody on the Blue Alliance.
Oh.
Mish decided that's all he needed to do. Oh, spawns into Eric, though. That might cost him the climbs. Let's see if Eric can get it. Doesn't look like Eric was able to, unfortunately. And, well, that was not clean. It is not against the rules, so that score will stand for that match. It's going to make it 5 RP there for Blue Alliance, not the 6 that Eric might be hoping for to maintain that first position. And having a look at the rankings here, Eric is in first place, followed by Parwin. Looks like he's got one more match to go, the next one. And we'll see if he can maintain that lead. He's going to need a few more RP to guarantee that he doesn't get passed by Parwin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will have locked in a first seed.
Yeah, if Eric gets 4 RP in his next match, he's guaranteed first seed.
And it looks like everybody's moving and ready to go, so let's get this match underway.
This is actually Perrin versus Eric, 1v2. So this match could determine who ranks first.
Who ranks, yeah. And Tyler is on the other side as well with Parn, who we know is a strong scorer here. So we'll see how this works out for them.
True. Hexbug Master also is ranked number 4 right now.
It's going to be big for both of them there.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, if Eric gets both RPs here, it doesn't... I'm not sure if Parn actually has another match, but if Eric gets both of the bonus RPs, then Parn can't pass anyways.
Well, Parn would have to... Parn actually has a higher tiebreaker right now.
Well, so if he matches, then it's still fine then.
If he matches, it's still fine, yeah. He needs to...
Eric does need the win.
Eric does need the win.
And it is close. 6-point game right now. Looks like Blue is winning that algae race. See if 4 can catch up there for the Red Alliance. But other than that, it is neck and neck here.
Oh, close between Hexbug and Perrin.
Brian's maybe looking to do some processor, get rid of that extra algae.
Interesting. Just take the 2 points.
Tyler doing the same as well.
Wonder if they're hoping that because there's so many algae, it'll bounce out. And it works. They got 6 points there. And 6 more points. Incredible play.
That's really keeping them in this match here.
Blue's reef is so filled up that they can just cycle processor and get it back most of the time.
I think Parn should even keep doing that. Yeah, there's what he's maybe keep going for. As Force switches to that L1s. It's a 5-point game right now. Let's see
Yeah,
how this goes.
that's
Parn's going
24
really early
points
for the
gained
climb.
from the processor without any points given to Blue.
Tyler now going for the climb. They're hoping for Blue to miss climbs here. Let's see if that does end up happening.
If Blue does miss climbs, Red takes it.
Oh, 1-point game.
Incredible 1-point game.
That's crazy there.
But also, Blue got the Reef RP, and Red potentially did not. Oh.
They forget about the RPs, and then suddenly, huge implications.
Yeah, incredible match there.
Let's maybe save the rankings for the end of playout or end of quals here, just so that not exactly sure what's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But that it should shake up the rankings a lot more interesting there. And that score will stand. So we'll see how it goes.
And that throws Perrin up to the top of the leaderboard.
Big for Parn. We got 2 matches still left. Let's see how these two play out. Looks like they're ready to go on the next match. So we'll get this underway.
Three, two, one.
Taco on red or on blue lines here is gonna really want this win to cement his seat as captain.
That's unfortunate for Taco there.
Not gonna help him there. Likely missing this auto RP now. We'll see what the strategies look like. Jeff looking for those algae now as Yapixel is doing the same. ACS Dragon working on that 3rd layer now. While JP is just finishing up those L4s. Blue doing the same. Just finishing up their L4 now is Taco. And we'll see how this match progresses. It's quite close right now, 7-point gap. Despite Blue being down in auto, they're making back a little bit. Just as I say that, Red scores a bunch. As JP is doubling here to try and increase their lead. Keeping that same gap across the way. Jeff doing some processor. Unfortunately did not bounce out for him, so. Oh, that one did. That's going to be worth their time. See if he can do that again. Ten-point match still. Looks like they need a couple more L2s and a bunch of L1s in order to get that RP. Not sure they're going to be able to make that one in time. 10-point game. Late climbs from Red. If they miss these climbs, it's going to be devastating. Oh, I think they got both climbs there still. Them above. We'll have to check out the score here. Oh, it looks like Red did not get both climbs. He only got the one, but it was still enough to keep them in the lead.
Interesting how
nothing though. 2 RP still.
Interesting, one of each RP was gotten, just not by the same alliance.
Yes, yeah.
Submitting that match.
Very nice. And we're on to our last match of the quals, I believe.
With 4 surrogates. Woo!
Yeah, just a few. This is essentially a 1v1 for RPs here between Hank and
Jep.
Jep. So as soon as they are moving and ready to go, we shall get this one underway. Just making sure Hexbug is here. Or if he's not supposed to be in this match, that's why. Let me kick Hexbug. We're supposed to have Ford and Parn on blue here. Just waiting on 4 now. There we are. And hopefully he's moving. There we go.
There we are.
Okay. Final match of quals. Let's see it.
3, 2, 1.
All of Red Alliance scoring their first coral. Blue looks like they got the same. That looked like auto D to me from Hank. That's a little bit questionable. We'll see the recording for that one, though. Parn having to respawn, unfortunately. Getting stuck on that reef, it looks like. Huge lead for Red right now, almost 40 points. Tyler doing an excellent job of scoring those L4s. And Hank doing some big steals right now. So it drops that one, unfortunately. Looks like Blue also has 2 Sub-Zero robots, so they won't be able to get that RP, which I'm not sure Jep is going to be super happy about, but this is maybe more about proving his abilities for other alliances rather than getting ranked higher. So I don't believe he's in contention for a alliance captain spot. Red doing very well with these algae, though. Scored everything on the blue line, stole most of their algae. Is now working on their own side. Just finishing up that L3s, it looks like, as well for Red. Yellow's already started to work on those L2s.
That's a lot of algae in that red net there.
It is a lot, yeah. It's gonna be quite the difference in algae score here.
Before getting a
And they're
double
still
possession.
adding more to it.
14 seconds left. Let's see what these climbs look like. See if Hank can score this last algae as well. Almost all
Looks
the
like
algae
he got
on
it.
this side.
Nice.
236 to 172. Big score from Red here.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent last match of quals. We'll now have a quick look at those rankings to see where everybody ended up. Oh, actually, I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
you might want to
Auto-D
check
once.
on that auto D first.
Forgot about that. Auto-D.
Gonna go ahead and submit it, and we'll make changes from there.
I have to free cam this one. It's quite close. Yeah, so there was Auto-D there. I'm just gonna check what foul that is because I don't remember. Alrighty, so we do have the ref call on that last one. There was Auto-D, which is going to be a major foul for the Blue Alliance. Not going to be match affecting, but you're going to get some extra points. So we'll just add that in real quick, and then in, let's say, about 6 minutes, so at 3:25 my time, we'll get online selection underway. Everybody get their pick list ready. Make sure you got your spiel. Try not to be too long with it, and we'll be ready to go.
Welcome back. Just about ready to get underway here for our alliance selections. I'm going to clear this match. The people weren't supposed to start. And then we will get underway. Just a second. Okay. So this is going to be a non-SERP alliance selection, which means it's going to go first to 8, or first to 4, actually, not to 8, and then first to 4 again. And then we will get ready to play some playoff matches. So our number 1 alliance captain is Paran. And we'll get him on in here now. So he's in.
The ranking score of 3.8.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome, Paran. You're rank 1, and you're alliance captain 1 because of that. Who would you like to select as your partner?
So I've been thinking about it, and I would like to pick Eric 9033.
Pick Eric 9033. Hello, Eric 9033. Would you like to accept Paran's proposal?
Yeah, on behalf of 9033, I would like to gratefully accept Parent's offer.
Perfect.
That will make your second captain Small Hank with a ranking score of 3.4.
Hello, Hank. You
Hello.
are the alliance captain of Alliance 2. Who would you like to invite to join your alliance?
I would like to invite JP, the Befit Parsley JP.
GPPLWG, our late joiner.
The ranking
Oh,
score
hello,
of
I'm in
4.9.
here.
Hello.
Oh yeah, 1.9 ranking score.
Yeah. Would you like to
Hello,
accept
GP, you've
Alliance
been
2?
selected.
Yeah, I will accept.
Perfect.
Yay!
Hooray.
That's not where that was supposed to go. Oh, there we go. We're good.
All right. That puts Taco
Means
at number 3.
Taco is in our 3rd alliance captain spot. Hello, Taco. You are the 3rd alliance captain. Who would you like to invite to your alliance?
On behalf of Team 7902, I'd like to pick Tyler 1334.
Tyler,
Filing 1334.
the ranking score of 2.6.
Hi, Tyler. You've been selected by Taco to join him on the Alliance 3. Would you like to accept?
I would like to gratefully accept. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, I
We'll
completely
need-
missed who Alliance 2 selected.
Befit Parsley.
JP. Yeah, Befit Parsley. JP.
Perfect.
All good. Got that underway. Next up, we got Hexbug Master as their final Alliance captain. Hello, Hexbug Master. You're Alliance captain of 4. Who would you like to invite to your Alliance?
I would like to invite Jeff 2718.
Jeff 2718 with a ranking score of 1.9.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh,
You've been
hello.
selected by Alliance 4. Hexbug Master. Would you like to accept?
I will accept.
Excellent.
I don't know if that went through. Oh yeah, it did.
You're good,
Okay.
you're good. Alrighty, now we're going to go back to our Alliance 1 captain, Paran, for his second pick. Welcome back,
hello.
Byron.
Yes.
Who would you like to select as your third robot?
Can I get one quick second to confer with my teammate? We thought we were there with 5 alliances.
Absolutely. Yep. Ref.
Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. When are we? Well, we're on a waiting. I guess when do we think we're gonna go ahead and start our playoff bracket?
I think we'll probably give each alliance about 15 minutes, I would say.
Yeah. We'll start at maybe 3:45. Sounds good. Give them time to come up with a strategy if they want one. And we'll bring Byron back in here for his second pick.
Hello.
Welcome back. Have you made a decision?
Yes, so on behalf of myself and Eric on Team 9033, we would like to invite ACS Dragon to join our alliance.
Hello, ACS Dragon. You've been selected by the #1 alliance of Byron and Eric 9033. Would you like to accept?
Yes, I would like to accept.
Awesome. Good luck.
Thank you.
That means next up is Hank from Alliance 2, or Alliance 2 captain. Hello, Hank.
Hello.
Who would you like to select as your third robot?
Like Spin 602.
Welcome, Spin 602. You've been selected by the Alliance 2, which is Hank and JP. Would you like to accept?
I will not say so. Join the alliance.
I think that was an acceptance. I didn't quite catch it.
Yep, I accept.
Perfect.
There we go.
Good luck in the playoffs. As we come on down to Alliance 3 here, captained by Taco. Hello, Taco.
Hello.
Who would you like to select as your third robot?
On behalf of me and Tyler and Team 7902 and 1334, we would like to select JP number 2.
JP 7890. Welcome, JP. You've been selected by the Alliance 3, which is Taco and Tyler. Would you like to accept?
Yes, I accept.
Awesome. Good luck in your matches.
Thank you.
All right, and this comes down to our last pick of the event. I just wanted to thank everybody for playing. It was a fun event, and hopefully we'll see a lot more of you in the next event or the championship event just after that. That being said, let's get Hexbug in here to make the last pick of the event. Hello, Hexbug.
Oh.
Who would you like to select as your third robot?
On behalf of Alliance 4, we would like to accept Ebone 73.
Would you like to accept for him? I see. Hello, Ebone. You've been selected by Alliance 4, which is Hexbug Master and Jeff 2718. Would you like to accept?
I would.
Perfect. Good luck in playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And those are your
Alrighty,
alliances.
that is going to be our alliances. Thank you again for everybody who's playing. Even if you didn't get picked, it's okay. We got more opportunities in the future for more fun events. and hopefully some bigger events too, so that more people have an opportunity to get in there. We are going to just take a quick break here. It'll be about 10 minutes before we get started, just giving them some time to strategize and get a plan going of what they want to do for their first matches. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. Back with the playoffs of our Blinky event. The third event of our current season. Just about ready to start our first playoff match. Will be Alliance 1 versus Alliance 4. It's going to be the Alliance captain Parin, first pick Eric, and second pick ACS Dragon against the Alliance captain 4, Hexbug Master, first pick Jeff, and second pick Ebone. Should be an interesting match here. Any predictions on how this will go?
Eric's been pretty dominant so far in the Coral scoring department. I don't think anyone else has been scoring over 100s. And Parin's been solid, so it's
Eric has been quite good this year.
It is a very cold take to say that Alliance 1 will likely take this.
I agree. ACS Dragon has also been quite good with the Sub-Zero and scoring that algae. It will be interesting to see if maybe there's an alliance that does double Sub-Zero to win the algae battle.
Perhaps.
Especially if they're facing...
Maybe that's why we're not seeing Alliance 1's 2 robots in yet. Eyes?
Maybe they're both going for it. I'm just gonna go on poke them, just make sure they're ready to go. Otherwise, we'll be playing a 1v3,
which is not ideal.
Seem as fun. Alrighty. Should be hopping on in now. There we got Parin. Looks like a regular old Rust Hounds for that. And then ACS Dragon on their patented Sub-Zero. What do we think the Blue Alliance 4 here needs to do to overcome the Alliance 1?
Eric needs to be defended, I think, is probably the simplest way to make the scores a bit closer.
Probably a good point here. Making sure that you can't just double cycle to his heart's content. I think ACS Dragon and Jeff are comparable when it comes to the algae. So as long as Hexbug can a little bit outscore, I would say, Parin, or Ebone can. Either one. I'm not sure which one would be playing defense.
Another difference maker on the Sub-Zero front is L1s. If Jeff can get like a lot more L1s.
Yeah, if Jeff gets a lot of L1s and they're maxing out scores, then definitely be a big difference here. Okay, looks like we are ready to go though, so we're gonna get this match underway. This is our first playoff match. Alliance 1 versus 4.
3, 2, 1.
Right off the bat, unfortunately, ACS Dragon drops their piece, slowing them down a bit. Jeff does the same. He's going to go for that algae. Both going for algae right off the bat. One for each. Big lead for red, though. Eric and Parin getting their extra coral and auto. Hexbug and Ebone not able to do so, unfortunately. Jeff immediately going for steals of algae on the opponent's side. It's good to see. Bring him back into this. Caught up quite a lot out of auto here. Now only 20-point gap. Jeff kind of bumping at Eric as he goes to do this steal as well. Works out quite well for him. ACS Dragon now stealing from the Blue Alliance algae supply as Ebone and Hexbug continue to score those coral.
Jeff doing the same on the other side of the field. Knocking a coral out of Eric.
You're going to slow down Eric as much as you can on the way. Jeff has just finished up cleaning the opponent's side. He's going to now empty his own reef, perhaps. Gotta be careful with that foul zone, though. She does do quite well. ACS Dragon's just kind of sitting right now. He's wanting to steal, it seems like, but doesn't have an opportunity to.
I think he got stuck on the gauge a
Might
bit
cost him a
there.
few points. Oh, that might have been the case as well. They were Arn just dropping another piece there, unfortunately. Looking for those L2s. As Eric is cycling the double cycling those L1s for his alliance. Jeff picking up the second to last algae. Bounces out.
Missing it, unfortunately.
Huge lead here for the Red Alliance. See if Blue can catch back up any here. Fighting for this last algae. It's worth the points. See if they can get it. Oh, Jeff gets fouled at the end, unfortunately. See if Eric can get this climb with 5 seconds left. Big score for Red here, 243. It's right around the event high score. And 134 for Blue. Looks like they could maybe use a little bit more of a cleaner cycles there from Ebone and Hexbug Master. So that score will stand. That'll mean that Alliance 1 will continue through the winner's bracket there. RPs are now irrelevant, but 5 RPs nonetheless. And Eric managing to break that 100-point barrier once again.
All right, give me one moment. I need to do something with the bot.
Oh yeah, we didn't call the match maybe. Whoops.
Do I need to use match type or match type playoff now?
Yes. It's the same thing you did for quals, but for playoffs. At the beginning. I can't remember the exact command.
And you should be able to save the match now.
Sweet.
There you go.
Perfect. That one's in the books. Let's hope that Alliance 4 can make a bit of a comeback in the lower bracket. But before that, we're going to see Alliance 2 versus Alliance 3. It's going to be Hank, JP, and Spin versus Taco, Tyler, and Jep. Looks like everybody's ready and moving around, so we'll get this one underway as well.
3, 2, 1.
If the practice score is anything to take note of, it looks like this will be a close match.
Ooh. Flying coral.
Oh, JP struggling here. He dropped his coral twice. And that's going to be auto D on Hank. So I'm just going to add that now. That is going to be 6 points for the Blue Alliance. We'll see how this continues. Red almost finished with their L4s now. Blue on their second to last. Red just finished
Blue is
L4.
caught up. What?
Yeah, they're making big strides here with their coral scoring. They got some extra ones on L2 and L1, it looks like.
And going for those algae, trying to make sure that they win this algae battle. JP not trying to keep up with them. There's still 2 left on blue. Hank might be able to get a steal here. Tyler has to be careful of this, I think. This is good from Tyler to defend this so that JP can get back in time.
Ooh, is that
big foul maybe?
So close.
That's crazy. Honestly, he didn't get fouled there. That'll be a big swing there in point. So now 10-point lead almost for Red Alliance here. 40 seconds left. Red still has a couple of L3s left, so they do have a little bit more scoring opportunity than Blue does. Hank going for those L1s as well as Jep now. Everybody realizing that there's
2 JPs.
Not much left to do. Yes.
This will come down to
10
climbs and
seconds
L1s.
left. Blue going for climbs. Red's going quite late for the climbs. Let's see if they can get up. Oh, it's close.
Oh.
Looks like Red takes it. They managed to get those extra climbs in after staying out quite late. And it'll mean a victory for Red Alliance here. Really impressive scores from both sides, though, filling the reef on the blue side, I believe, and red is almost full as well. Missing a couple L2s, but that's just about it. And that score will stand. I did already adjust for auto D, so that is in the score already. JP and Taco being your top contributors in that match from each alliance. Quite strong scores. That means our next match is going to be... I do not like that.
Oh, never mind. It was put in multiple times. Okay, that's why.
We're good.
We're good.
Next match is going to be Alliance 4 versus Alliance 7 here. So we'll give them Alliance 7. Alliance...
we got a cue box. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. 1 second. Gotta check this out one.
Alrighty. Sorry about the confusion there. We're all good to go. We are actually going to be playing the upper bracket first. This will be Alliance 1 versus Alliance 2. Then we'll go back down to lower bracket, which is 3v4. We'll give them just a minute or two to get on in so that they are where they're going to be playing first. I'm just going to go let them know as well. Perfect. We got everybody here. So we'll get this upper bracket final underway. Alliance 1 put up a big score there in their first match. Let's see if they can match that here. Blue doing quite well themselves, but JP missed his auto last time. If they can clean that up, then it might be a little bit better for them. Red in the lead by 10 points or so now. Hank immediately going over to the opposite side of the field to steal. Both alliances going for that algae at the moment. Blue appears to be ahead in algae, but behind in coral. It's going to mean that they're down by about 20 points right now. See if they can make that back up.
Red's cleared their side.
ACS Dragon now taken from the Blue Alliance side. We fill up the algae. JP playing some defense on the on ACS Dragon to stop him from stealing that. Hank doing the same, making him drop it. Might give him a chance to score this one and come back and grab it. We went the wrong way though. It's gonna be close. And fighting for it in the air. Playing keep away by keeping it up. Gotta watch this pin though. Oh, it gets away with it. Excellent job from ACS Dragon there. Meanwhile, Red Alliance is destroying their reef here. They're all the way on to L1s only now. One L2, or a couple L2s actually. Possession from Eric, unfortunately. But it doesn't seem to be a problem for him. Blue getting lots of L1s as well. Both looking to be breaking that 200-point barrier. Blue's going to need Red to miss both climbs here. I'm not sure that'll happen. 224 to 249 to be your final score. Keeping the Red Alliance in the, or your number one alliance in first seed. Which is fun to see. Big scores from both here. 102 on JP and 115 on Eric once again. Main difference there being the secondary score. Oh, actually, JP's on both sides. That's why it's 2. I don't know what the secondary score was then, but there we go. That's updated now. Yeah, Eric and JP both getting over. No, it's not. That's still wrong. Oh well. JP's not on #1 alliance. It's okay. All good, all good. No problem at all. That'll send Alliance 2 to the lower bracket, though. Maybe they'll be able to make it back to the finals and take revenge for them. But before that, we got to figure out who's proceeding from the other half of the bracket between Alliance 4 and Alliance 3, which we have pulled up here. We're going to get this started in just a second. Just going to make sure everybody's moving and ready to go. There we are. And let's see it.
3, 2, 1.
All robots off to the races. Red scoring all 3 right off the bat. Blue doing the same, just about. Xbug having a little bit of problems there, but that's okay. Jeff and Jeb doing their... Oh, Jeff got stuck on the cage there. Unfortunate start for them. And gets fouled for trying to be greedy and steal that one off their reef as well. He's unfortunate for the Blue Alliance. Taco happened to get a Halgi into his robot, so decides to just go and score that. Seems like Tyler did the same. Jeb now. Yeah, still working on those L4s as Red just finished their own L4s. Jeff trying to fill up this algae still. Got lots on his own side, so he's going to go over and work on those ones now, maybe. I didn't realize that Blue also changed their robot composition, so Ebone and Jeff are both Sub-Zero. Oh, and foul on Jeff. It's going to make this a lot closer. Might be able to get another one here. They do get another one. If Ebone and Jeff can get these last 2 algae, and then it'll make it a bit closer, hopefully. Jeff does get one of them, though, so it is going to be 1-for-1 on there. Still got 2 L4s, and quite a ways to come back from this, unfortunately. 60 points differentiating these 2 alliances. Red now working on L1s, or on L2s, rather. Blue finishing off their L4 and working on some L2s as well. $10 left. Red's going to climb early here. Want to guarantee those climbs. Make sure they don't miss out on those points. Blue doing the same, but making sure they get those extra L1s. And when it comes down to it, it's going to end up as 151 to 229. Strong score from Red here. And unfortunately, that does mean that it is the end of the road for Alliance 4, which was captained by Hexbug with his alliance partners Jeff 2718 and Ebone 73. Thank you guys for playing. You guys did really well in this event. Alrighty, we're off to the lower bracket final here. It's going to be Alliance 2 versus Alliance 3. So far, we've only had Red wins.
Yeah, that's what I was about to comment on. It's all Red so far.
See if we can get an upside here. We're putting our money on Taco Tyler and Jeff to get an upset over Hank, JP, and Spin. And get their shot at winning the event in the grand finals against Alliance 1.
Someone needs to tell which alliance to go where, because they appear to be in both separate servers.
They do indeed. Alliance 3, which is Taco, should be in. Okay, I'm just gonna kick these. Tell them. Alrighty, I think we got them moved over now.
We do indeed.
And we should be ready to go. So let's get this lower finals underway and see who can make it to finals.
This is a rematch, too.
Yeah, rematch of the first round. We'll see if they can make it back.
First one went to
Hank and
red
Jeff.
by like 15 points.
Yeah, very close match between them at the beginning. Red looks like they came out on top of auto there. Hank working well on those algae. One ahead of blue right now. Jeff is struggling a little bit to get that last, or to get their next algae. And in that time, Hank is stealing a couple. Excellent play from Tyler there to make sure Hank can't grab another one. As Jeff steals one from Red Alliance. Both teams look equal on Coral right now. Red has a couple more on L2 or on 3. Which is putting them ahead. Jeff getting most of the ones out of their reef now. They got 2 more left to go. Hank is cleaning up their last one left on the ground. 20-point lead for Red Alliance. Still a minute 15 left to go, though. Lots of time to swing. And with a minute left, it looks like all the algae is going to be gone from the field. So they're going to be focusing fully on this coral now. We'll see. Hopefully, we see a lot of L1s here from these Sub-Zero teams. Red finishing up their L2s now. Blue just got one more L3 left to go, and then they're going to be working on their own L2s. It is caught up quite a bit. It's a 20-point gap now. It's within climb fail distance. And let's see if they can manage to win out on this coral scoring as well. Looks like Red is now maxing out on their L2s. They're just doing L1s now. Blue doing the same. You got 10 seconds left. Tyler going early. Taco going early. JP going now. Spins quite late. 4 seconds. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it up. JP needs to park. Oh, 235 to 247. Really close match again. Super high level play. Both over 200. Well over 200. It's impressive to see here. Very strong from both of these alliances. Though unfortunately, it does mean that there is no upset once more. So Red will, in fact, go on to the finals and face off against Alliance 1.
once more. Alrighty, we're going into finals here. What do we think, Max? How's this going to go?
I really think that Alliance One's going to take this. They've just been showing such great consistency. They've just been putting up incredible scores, and unfortunately, I don't think anyone's going to be really able to catch them.
That's true. They have been doing good, but I will note that Alliance 2 just put up a 247, which is right in their range.
That is
Alliance
true.
1 previously done to 243 and to 249, so it's right up there with them. Definitely
That's true, and that
possible
was a clean match. Putting up a 51 auto, just like Alliance 1 was, actually beating Alliance 1 in Coral, comparing match 13 to match 11.
Mm-hmm.
And both alliances are in separate servers, so as per usual.
I think they're joining up.
Oh, there
There's
they
nobody
go.
in the other server. They figured it out. I think it's going to come down a lot to nerves here. We'll see how they do in auto, because that's probably the most important part right off the bat. If you're down in auto, then it's not a great sign for your future endeavors. When the teams are this close, so we'll see how that works. We'll give them just a minute here to warm up and get prepped for this match. Is there anything that we think Blue needs to do in order to take down the powerhouse of Alliance 1?
Well, I've not seen enough Eric defense, personally.
That's true. Eric really likes doing those double cycles, so if you can punish that a little bit more than Alliance have been recently, then you definitely can make an impact there. I think the other thing here is to make sure that you're really keeping up with ACS Dragon. He's doing a great job of stealing right off the bat and getting the algae advantage. Even if it's only by one algae, that's still a big difference when it comes to the end game, because one extra algae in comparison to one extra L1 or L2 per se is not a good trade for cycle times. We'll let them finish this practice match here, and then we'll get right into the actual match. Hopefully we'll see 2 full reefs here and lots of L1s. Clean match, hopefully, as well, and then from there. Red has also been known to miss some climbs. So they go quite late for their climbs.
Oh, that is true.
Iron here. So if they get a little bit too greedy, if they get too close and then miss their climbs, I think Blue's done quite a good job of climbing pretty early here. Make sure they don't miss those. Then see how it goes. All right, but let's see it. Finals match 1.
3, 2, 1.
Alliance 1 versus Alliance 2. Fast start for both alliances. First scored for all 6 robots. 1 LG for each. Second coral for 2 robots on red, 1 for blue. Missed one on blue, but not far behind. Less than 10 points.
Blue did get more algae in the net in auto, putting red behind.
More algae in the net and missing 1 coral, unfortunately, though. Hank and JP, a little bit of a miscommunication there, but managed to figure it out. Hank now going to the other side of the field, stealing that algae right out from red. ACS Dragon still taking that algae out of the reef for red, but now ACS Dragon coming to steal from the blue alliance side. JP here maybe should think about blocking him. Doesn't decide to do so. Does look like blue is ahead on the algae here. There's still 3 algae on the red alliance side. And they got about a 10-point lead. Eric's scoring that into the processor. Let's see if this bounces out. It would be huge if it did. Doesn't end up doing so. Only a 2-point gain from that then. Red now finishing their L4. Blue has one more L4 as well. A minute left to go. 1 algae left for the Red Alliance.
He does stay in.
Keep doing those L1s. Blue is ahead on coral and algae right now, but maybe the earlier auto made the difference, it seems. 30 seconds left. Blue still has an L4 and some higher level scoring areas. There's red put a lot on L1, it looks like, towards Eric's side, but it's still missing a couple of L2s towards Carnes. We'll see if they can clean that up. 15-point game. They might be able to steal this one if they miss some climbs here. Eric and Parn going really early here. PLG or JP. Jesus, JP and Spin going for their climbs now. Oh, and a swing.
No way.
1-point win for blue. It looks like red lost a climb there at the end. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe Dragon touched one of Parn or Eric so that they touched the ground, or I'm not sure. Unfortunate there for red, but it does make this a much more interesting series. Huge win for blue.
Huge win. Nobody in question box.
Yeah, it looks like this one's going to count. Didn't see anything that would mess that up. But we'll see. Really close match there from start to finish. Red had a bit of a lead throughout the most of teleop there. Just coming out with a stronger autonomous, it looked like. But it's going to keep them. It doesn't. It means that they maybe need to clean up their end game, like we said, where they missed their last one. They went early, but I'm not exactly sure what happened. Maybe they just slipped on the post.
Blue's algae lead was not insignificant either. 8 points.
Yeah, blue definitely won the algae race there. Red went for a couple of processors, which might have been not the best idea if they didn't bounce back out, but interesting strategy nonetheless. Okay, we're right back into it. Both teams just about filled the reef. Lots of L1s. Let's see if they can do it again. We're going to start up with match 2 here in just a second. Once we see everybody moving. Perfect. All right, let's go. Finals match 2.
3, 2, 1.
Let's see if blue can pull out the win here. Or if red can take it to a rubber match. All robots scoring their coral correctly. Algae, 2 algae for each in auto. Huge score for red, 69 in auto. getting an extra couple of pieces up there. Hank going for those steals right off the bat. Eric going in the processor immediately. Interesting choice there. It's going to put them behind in the algae race if that does happen. He knocks one out as well.
I believe that was an attempt to not
cost
let
him.
Hank steal it.
Yeah, I think he was trying to block Hank from getting back, but accidentally pushed one out in the process of doing so. They need to stop Dragon from stealing here if they can. JP should maybe block him, but doesn't decide to do so. Instead, Hank is going to do his own stealing on the Red Alliance. Oh, he gets stuck on the cage. Rights himself, though. Excellent from Hank here. They're just very careful of them stealing from the reef there, but doesn't manage to do so. 20-point lead almost for Red here. 15 or so now. It keeps switching back and forth. Red likes to leave this one algae for later in the match. Maybe trying to get some bounce backs if they misplace on blue. Getting their last L4 on red. One more L4 for blue still to get. Got a couple of L2s and then a bunch of L1s here. You see this Dragon shoving that one into the processor. We're trying to. Gets it in now. See if he can get this bounce back. Not sure it looked like it would.
No, doesn't look like it.
Unfortunately, did not get it. It's brought him a lot closer now. 5-point game. 20 seconds comes down to endgame. Hank is piling on those L1s. He's got to go to the other side so he can get more on it.
Ooh, tied.
10 seconds left. Tied game. Red going for climbs. Blue staying out later. They need to get these climbs. If they get climbs, they win. ACS Dragon scoring. Comes down to climbs. And blue takes it. Blue takes it on finals, getting their revenge on Alliance 1 for their earlier loss in the tournament. Makes it the overall score 2-1, but 2-0 in finals. The pressure added up for Alliance 1, and they couldn't pull it out in the end.
The man who was not here for half the event wins it all as a first pick on Alliance 2.
Indeed he does. Comes in at just the end and misses out on a bunch of RP, but still manages to make it. Excellent job, though, from Alliance 1. Got the finalists here. That was captained by Parin and with his alliance partners, Eric, 9033, and ACS Dragon. Excellent job. Really high-level play.
Such a well-thought match.
You can even see, like, the coral stations. They got, like, nothing in them. They got nothing left to score, but just wasn't quite enough at the end there. Okay, that will be the end of our event there. So congratulations to GP, or actually to Hank first. He's the Alliance captain of Alliance 2 there. JP and Spin, your winners for the Blinky event. And yeah, maybe we'll drag them in for a little bit of an interview, see what they have to say. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Oh, hello.
Welcome, Alliance 2. How are you feeling? You just pulled
pretty
a big
good.
upset there.
Yeah, you see, missing half the matches was a strat because, you know, I got buffed at the post office.
Right, post office buff, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Makes
That's
sense.
that's the new tech they don't tell you about.
But it was Spin's first event and he won.
That's true. Congrats to Spin. Yeah, first event you're winning.
Yeah.
100% win rate.
Let's go. All right, now never play again, so you can say you have 100% win rate.
Yeah, I was finalist in like the demo event, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Well, it's great to have you guys here, and
Yeah.
congratulations on the win. Do you guys have anything to say, or you were feeling any way particular going into this match?
No luck, all skill.
No luck, all
Mhm.
skill.
Yes. Those
I mean,
climbs were definitely true and fair and correct.
Exactly.
100%.
Look, the game knows if you're touching the ground or not.
It's
Exactly.
true. It does.
It's true.
It's got some magic there. Alrighty. Well, thanks you guys for joining us, and we'll end it off there for today. Make sure to join back next week for our last event before our championship, and then the week after we're gonna have our big championship event, which we will crown our winner of the season.
Well, holy schmoly.
Thanks everybody for joining.